Ladies and gentlemen, welcome! We are kicking off the 36th annual Pride Festival here at the Historical Fair Park Grounds. I mean, this is a change of venue, a change of date, so many things happening. Today we are celebrating all the new and exciting changes that are happening. And first and foremost, to my right, talk about change, my beautiful new co-host Gina. What's up, girl?
Well, thank you so much, Brad, and hello to you. Hello to our LGBT community. I'm so excited to be here. I'm really happy to be co-hosting with you today for this very special Pride edition. And I'm even more excited because we are part of history in the making.
We really
Not
are.
only have we changed Pride from September to June, we have also completely taken over right here at Fair Park today.
Girl, they let us come in and take over the fairgrounds,
They
which
did.
I'm excited about. I mean, I don't know how you feel about it, Gina, but listen, thing, I love a good change of venue. In fact, so many people have been talking on social media, happy or not happy about it, but
Yes.
here's my thing. We outgrew the Strip. And
We
so
did.
you can't fit that many thousands of people safely anymore on the
Oh,
Strip.
girl.
And change is a good thing. You got to get through it. How do you feel about coming down here?
You know, I had really mixed emotions as well, and I've heard all of the opinions, but I had a friend that posted something on social media the other day. Of course, she posted on social media.
Of course.
But she's heard every opinion there is because she's a bartender.
Yes.
But I have to agree with her. It really resonated with me. I don't think it matters if we celebrate on the Strip in Oak Lawn or we celebrate right here at Fair Park. We're just really, really fortunate to come together as a community and celebrate. So
I agree with that.
I say let's leave the location drama to real estate.
Girl!
And let's just have a great time today.
She said, leave
Yes.
it to real estate. So many fun people out here today. I've seen so many fun speaking of.
Oh,
my
look
goodness.
here.
We have Raquel Blake in the house.
The one and only Plan B herself.
Okay, since we have you here, Raquel, let's
Yes.
ask you one question.
Okay.
What makes you proud? It's Pride Weekend. Why are you proud to be gay, girl?
Because we're special people. We're a rare breed and we're growing bigger and bigger, and I just love Pride and everything about it, and I get to express who I am every day.
I love that. I love that. Speaking of expression, show your eye makeup to
Oh,
this camera.
it's sweating off
Oh,
though.
it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Girl, we love that. Yeah, we need a big. Yeah, let's get a big gay fan up there.
Fan crack that.
Okay, so listen, we were just talking about all the different things moving to the fair. How do you feel about coming down here?
To be honest, I was a little nervous about it, but I think being here yesterday, I was with Kennedy Davenport doing Teen Pride, and I think it's a great thing. I think moving forward is always a good thing, and everything's bigger in Texas, so why not have it at the fairgrounds?
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Everything's bigger in Texas. I know you got a lot to do, so thank you for stopping by and saying hello. Mwah, Happy Pride. Happy Pride.
I'll see you guys soon.
Ladies
my
and
God,
gentlemen,
she's
Raquel
fabulous.
Blake. There are so many people here
It's
today. I
amazing.
mean,
I
every
know.
time we look around, look, there's another one. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen,
Hi.
it is
Oh,
Wayne
mwah.
Smith, also
Mwah.
known as Cher.
Yes, I am. How are y'all doing for Pride?
Oh my God, we're doing
You just
I
busted
think
that
this
right
is a great
out.
turnout already.
It
Oh my
is.
God. Okay, so wait. I have to say, I've never met you as Wayne. I've seen you as Cher doing your thing, but I want to know because I'm new to you. How long have you been performing as Cher?
I did my first show in 1981. Well, my first show was in the 4th grade, but my first real show was in 1981 as Marilyn Monroe in Hollywood. Then I became Cher later. So I love the fact that every once in a while you'll talk to somebody, they say, thank you for doing what you do. It helps me get through my chemotherapy or something like that. And you're like,
Oh, that's
my
amazing.
God, it means a lot.
So, we're out celebrating Pride today. What makes you proud to be a part of this community? Because you do so much.
Well, number one, the love of all of our community together as one big force. We really can't be reckoned with, but we have a administration right now that does not like us, and we need to stick together instead of stay apart, as some people kind of protested this parade here. But
Yeah. Okay, so can you give just before, because I know the people watching want to see this, can you give Gina and I, we have to take our glasses off for this girl, can you give us a, how do we do the best share? Like the,
like the hair.
Can you what do we do? Okay.
how do you just say this? I am Cher, and that's all it amounts to. And you go like this. Just a slight, just a slight. The left, just a little bit. Because usually we hold the microphone with your right. It's like this.
Do you say something?
No, Jack McFarlane does. Whoa!
Oh, turn back time.
That's more like
Sounded like my
Mr.
drunk
Ed.
uncle.
No, it sounded like Mr.
Like
Ed.
my drunk uncle.
Mr. Ed the horse, I think. I don't know. You guys, thank y'all for doing what you do. This is fabulous.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I love you.
Thank
Love
you.
you. Have fun.
Great day together.
Thank you.
Have a great day, honey.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh
Wayne
my
Smith
goodness,
as Cher.
woo!
Good God, they're all
That's
coming by. What's
amazing.
next, Britney
He
Spears?
just pops that out.
Girl,
It's
let me try
amazing.
that one more
Like,
time.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, wait.
the history of this parade has changed over the years.
It has,
It's gone up,
definitely.
it's gone down, it's changed venues, it's changed the
has.
number of people. It started with 300 people way back in the day. And we have our special correspondent hitting the neighborhood streets to tell us a little bit about the history of Pride. Ty, take it away.
For more than 30 years, people who have celebrated Pride in Dallas would have done it here on the strip of Cedar Springs here at what used to be called the Crossroads. The first parade was in 1972, 3 years after the Stonewall riots in New York City. It consisted of a group nearly of 300 men and women gathered to show their pride. The parade marched through downtown, waving signs and chanting gay rights slogans before a crowd that grew to about 3,000 people. There were a few floats, but nothing elaborate. In 1983, the Tavern Guild moved the parade from the usual June date to the third Sunday in September, renamed it to the Texas Freedom Parade. This was to commemorate Judge Jerry Buckmeyer's ruling that first negated the Texas sodomy law. Although overturned, the parade remained a fall event in Dallas.
Thank you, Ty, so much. Wow.
I didn't
From
even
the
know
parade
all
of
of that.
originally 300 to thousands that we see here today, I would definitely say that is progress.
Yeah, thank you, Ty, for that education lesson. I really honestly didn't know any of that. So, you know what, that gets me thinking about Pride in general. So many people have traditions, so many people like to do certain things. Gina, what is it that you like to traditionally do to celebrate Pride Weekend?
Oh my gosh, well, you know what? I've actually done something different every year. You know, I like to keep it fresh, keep
Oh, I
myself on my
know.
toes.
So fresh and so clean,
But yeah,
clean.
yes. So no, I've been a guest on floats. Like Virgin Couriers and Bank of America. I have to admit, I've ditched the heat and found a nice, fabulous fan patio to watch the parade.
Girl, where?
Any and all of them on the strip that aren't here now, so we can't say that. I don't know. I'm sure there's some great AC buildings here that we could ditch into.
If you
I
can
don't know.
find a place to watch this in the AC,
Yes.
props
Oh my
to
gosh.
you, honey. Props
Seriously.
to you.
Yes.
I love that. You know what, though? Here's the thing about Pride. Every year, there's such energy that comes with it. I found for me, it's best to just kind of roll with it. I like to just kind of take it, have a little set plan here or two.
Yeah, I like that too.
But, end up where you end up, and at that point, you never know.
I mean, that's part of the fun of the weekend. It's kind of unpredictable in a way. You never know who you're going to see, what you're going to do. And I don't want to plan too much because then I'm like obligated. I don't want to be
agree.
obligated. Like, I just want to be able to
agree.
roll with the flow
There's
and go
too
where
many
I want to go.
stresses, girls. We get older.
Seriously, like I have to plan my whole week of work. I don't want to plan my Pride weekend as well.
I agree.
That's just too
I
much.
agree. Okay, so I'm a nerd at heart, and
Yes,
I
you
love a good
He's
factoid.
a fabulous nerd.
I
Oh my
love a
goodness.
good factoid. Okay, so I have a
Okay.
question for you. It's
Okay.
time for gay trivia here in Dallas. Okay, do you know the actual full formal name of this Pride Festival? Girl, I'm gonna let you
oh my
think
god,
on
this
it.
is gonna make me look like the worst co-host ever if I don't know the name of the Pride Festival I'm hosting. And oh my god, he put me on the spot because I don't know. Okay, wait. So you already said 36th annual.
Okay,
So
yes.
I've got that part
That
right.
may or may not have a part to do with it. Well,
There's
who knows?
there's probably a ton of names which I'm terrible at in this sucker. So I'm just gonna go with my own name, and we're just gonna go with the 36th annual Fun and Fabulous Pride Festival at Fair Park.
Girl, let me take my glasses off for this. Wrong, bitch. Wrong. The good
I'm just
news
gonna go.
The good news is there's help for you. The bad news is you butchered that, honey. You
Oh,
butchered that.
Well, it's a good name, even if it's not the right
Actually,
one.
that's a
I'm just
fabulous
gonna say it's a
name.
great name.
But you know what? Here's a fun fact. It's actually called the Alan Ross
See,
Texas Freedom Pride Parade. But who's to know that? I don't know that.
I didn't know that.
You
It's
know who-
probably on banners everywhere, and we're just not paying any attention to
I know, right? Shame on us. We're horrible hosts. But you know who does know that? And the history of why we got here is our buddy Ty, taking it again to the neighborhood streets. Ty, let us know.
In 1991, the parade was renamed for Alan Ross, the Tavern Guild's executive director and the man responsible for organizing the parade. His tenacious work ethic was legendary, and he worked tirelessly to oversee every aspect of the parade for nearly a decade. He was responsible for getting many city officials involved in the parade and left an indelible mark on the event. Ross was named Marshal of the parade in 1988, and he died in 1995.
Thank you so much, Ty Boy. I tell you what, you learn something new every day. Every
sure
day.
do. You
All right,
sure do.
I want to switch gears here just a little bit, Brad.
Okay.
So, we got a little sneak peek of the floats before we came over here
We
and sat
did.
down for you
We
guys.
did.
And they are amazing as always. And there's even more entries this year because, as we said, the parade is bigger and better than ever here at Fair Park. I saw some amazing ones, but I want to know which ones were your favorites.
You know what though? That's hard to answer, Gina, because there's so many amazing floats. There's more floats this year than ever because of all the reasons we've mentioned. But I have to tell you, obviously the people that always come through with the marching bands and the batons and the drag queens and the costume and the fanfare. Here's my thing. If you're gonna come through with some pomp and circumstance, that's when I like your floats.
I'm sorry.
You know
I
what
like
I
that
mean?
too. You know what? I like I like the floats that have all the music and look like it's a great big party just cruising down the street. I think that's amazing. But really,
Yes.
we're just so thankful for all the floats and all of the support every year. So
Every
thank
single
you
year.
so much for being a part of the Pride Festival here at Fair Park and part of that parade.
Guess what I have? It's time for another fun factoid
Oh,
by
yay!
Brad.
Brad's gonna make me look bad again. That's what that means.
So
He's
here's
gonna put me on the spot and make me
here's
look
a
bad.
fun question for people watching and for Gina. So, did you know that there's an actual competition during this whole parade?
No.
Okay, so there's a panel of judges
What?
and MCs, and there are 9 different categories to which you can win an award.
What are those categories?
Girl.
So that I know next year.
Now look.
This isn't my new regular. I'll be a judge next year.
Now she putting me on. Now she's
That's
putting
the-
me
I
on the
mean,
damn
come on
on
now.
the grill.
This is how it works.
Okay, so they range from best costume to best entry to best theme. I mean, really, it runs the gamut when
I
you come
love
to
it.
different themes. But what I love is it gives people an energy and a reason to
Yes.
come in hard,
I
honey.
mean, and yo, he said that, not me. I'm just saying.
Cut.
I am on the Roundup Saloons float. One of my favorite places to go country dancing on the strip, of course. And I am with the one and only Gloria Devine. How are you, honey?
I am fantastic. It's so warm, but we are having a fantastic time. So many people showing up. It looks amazing.
Ladies with an attitude, with an attitude. Pose, come on, float. Let your body move to the music. Hey, hey, come on, float. Let your body go with the flow. You do All you need is your own imagination. So use it, that's what it's for. Go inside for your finest inspiration. Your dreams will open the door. It makes no difference if you're black or white. If you're a boy or a girl. If the music's pumping, it will give you the light. You're a superstar. Yes, that's what you are. You know it. Come on, float. Let your body groove to the music. Come on, float. Let your body go with the flow. You do it magical. Life's a ball, so get up on it, get up on it, get up on the dance floor. Ooh, you got to just let your body go with the flow.
Well, there are just so many reasons to celebrate Pride. Those floats were amazing. We've had so much
amazing.
fun today. But there is one thing we cannot forget. Those who came before us,
Yes.
who stood up and stood out.
Yes. Yes.
So that
Stood
moments
up.
like today can happen. It's been 50 years ago. I can't believe it's been 50 years
Wow.
that our fellow LGBTQ brothers and sisters fought for our rights and freedoms during the Stonewall riots.
You know what, Gina? That's a good fact because a lot of people honestly don't know that. They don't even know what the Stonewall riots were, what
Yeah,
the
I mean-
Stonewall Inn was.
Yes, yes. I think it just takes an enlightening moment. I know when I was younger, I was really pretty clueless. And as I've been in the LGBTQ community longer and longer, I've learned more and more. So we can lead by example.
That's true.
I mean, we're not 20-something, but we're not going to tell you how old we are either. But
I'm
we do know a
22.
little
I'm
something here and
22.
there.
I'm
So,
22.
Yes, that makes me 23.
I love that.
I love it.
But here's the thing. What we love about this segment is that we're giving you history
Yes.
in the making, but also a history lesson. So we're going to toss it over back to Ty to give you a little bit of knowledge on the history of Stonewall riots.
In the 1960s, solicitation of homosexual relations was illegal in New York City. And there was a criminal statute that allowed police to arrest anyone wearing less than 3 articles of gender-appropriate clothing. LGBT individuals flocked to gay bars and clubs as a place of refuge where they could express themselves openly and socialize without worry. But in the early hours of June 28, 1969, New York City police raided the Stonewall Inn, a gay club located in Greenwich Village. The raid sparked a riot among bar patrons and neighborhood residents as police roughly hauled employees and patrons out of the bar, leading to 6 days of protests of violent crashes of the law enforcement outside the bar on Christopher Street. The Stonewall riots served as a catalyst for the gay rights movements in the United States and around the world. And this month's Pride marks the 50th anniversary of those riots.
Well, thank you once again, Ty, this time for reminding us that though we've come so far as a community, we still have a ways to go. But that's why we celebrate Pride, right, Brad?
I love that, Gina.
Anyone
You know
that's
what?
been put down, put out, or put aside.
I love that. We stand proud and we stand tall.
Go to
and we
church, honey,
rejoice
go.
our differences.
Take
and
it,
you
go
know
to
what, Gina? I
church,
gotta tell you, I've
preach.
had so much fun
I've
co-hosting
had
with
so
you
much fun
today.
with you.
It has
Thank
been
you
so
much.
amazing.
It's been amazing. I've
Happy
had the best time.
Pride.
Thank
and we're
you.
gonna do a closing, y'all. Are y'all ready for the new closing?
All right, here we go.
Here we go. From
From
the
your local scene to your digital screen.
I'm Brad.
And I'm Gina.
Bye.